Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex, and this morning we are just warming up some hydraulics. So the things that we need to do today are going to be planting a lot of corn. We have corn to plant, we have things to sell, we have money to make. We're negative 4,000. I'm going to plant this until I guess I'm either done or out of money. So that's kind of where we're at. And this is my first time using this planter. I'm really excited for it. So yeah, we're going to be doing corn in this field, that field, and that one over there, the big field. And the main reason for doing that is I'd like to get the money together to buy a big dryer. And the dryer I'd like to use is one that I'm making, because of course it is. But that's its own deal. I will release that as its own thing. I'll just have it posted somewhere, and you guys can use it if you'd like. It works good with the dry corn add-on and stuff. So it's just a different style of dryer. That's all. That's it. It works with it, and that's all we're good and after. I put out a short, and that got like 5K views in about an hour, and I don't know why. So if you're new here, hi, welcome to the channel. Things are fun. If you're still new here and you're watching this, you should totally give this a like, and think about subscribing if you want to stick around, because we are very close to 2,000 subscribers. We're only 50 away, and I think that should be completely doable by the first of the year. If we can hit that, that'll be 2,000 people. And I don't even know 2,000 people. Well, I know you guys, but I don't know 2,000 people. And that's weird. It's like a small football stadium. That's kind of nutty to me, and I don't know how I feel about that. But that's its own troubles. Other things that we need to worry about getting are a header. Definitely a header for the combine. We need a 12 row. I do believe this is 12. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 12 row. So that's what we're going to be looking at getting. So this is 12 on 30s. And that should basically, well, what is it? It's not double, because you're, like, for every pass we do 12 rows, which would be 2 passes of the original one, and then you do another pass and you're plus 4. So it's like it takes the same field about a third of the time to get done. So that's kind of where we're at. The main other reason that we're doing corn is to use the bins. I really want to start bringing in a lot more of a single crop. I think that would be pretty fun to do. You guys know that whenever we do stuff, we normally just do it by the seat of our pants, and we really need to start planning things out, because I need more and more equipment and land and everything else, because now we're into full-on, this is going to be, this is where the snowball starts. There's no stopping this now. I've slowed it down for over 50 episodes at this point, but now it's just going to be full-on. We're just going to buy land as we see fit. We have most of the big equipment that I've needed. The planter is definitely one of those things. The other one is the combine. The combine has more than enough capacity, but it doesn't have the head. So we need the head. Different drill would be nice for when we get into the bigger stuff, but for right now, it's a-okay. And this is going quite swimmingly, actually. Having this much capacity is really kind of neat. The only other kind of upgrade that I would like to get is a cultivator. I would really like to get into a min-till cultivator, because we are plowing now. As you guys can see, we have rocks. Those are starting to come into being their own thing, so we need the picker for them. And once we have the picker, then we can start making our roads gravel, which will be pretty nice. And as you guys can see, I'm starting to use the auto steer more and more, just mainly because I got really used to using it in like the real world. I can see why some mods are more popular now than ever. Having auto steer is definitely a thing. I really liked the control we had in the old 6600. The boss had as an add-on, and it worked just so good. I can't explain how well that worked for that old of a combine. The only thing it didn't have was road control. That was it. So you had to keep an eye on it every once in a bit, but most of the time it would take care of itself. And that was an extremely cool thing to see, was this piece of 70s tech just cruising down the field, just like it was a brand new machine. So definitely worth keeping some of the older pieces of farming equipment around if you have the ability to do some upgrades to them. But yeah, we're going to just finish out this headland here. Because this is trailed, I do have enough room to turn the combine. We're super wide, so only need 2 headlands, and then we'll get on our up and downs. You know what? I just had a thought here. I'm an idiot. We have used this thing before. Didn't we use this to plant all the sugar beet? I think that we did, and it was still awesome then. So it still stands. This is still one of the best setups, I guess. So I think one of the next pieces that we're going to buy is probably going to be 30. That's really going to let me open up into getting more housing. We're probably just going to go for either 6 or 9 houses up here in our little town, little area here. Nobody's forced to live here. We're not, we don't own people. People are their own people. But I think that's really going to open up a few things for us. Having that much extra housing, I can really start focusing on more productions because I'd like to get into some different kinds of things. We have the ability now with all of the. Am I in the right? I really can't see this. Maybe I'm an idiot. Where's this at? Where are we at? We have the ability to basically do all of the productions, and I'd like to get into something that would be more profitable. The sunflower oils and stuff, they are pretty profitable, but getting into clothes and stuff like that would be really nice. I'd like to have a bakery set up, that way we can start to feed our people, because everybody's basically living on McDonald's at this point. I mean, that's its own kind of vibe, but we don't want to go on that. But yeah, that is the current plan: is more people, more land, more productions, and then that'll start rolling into its own thing. I think that's really going to be really cool. I have the platinum pack expansion, I guess, enabled on this save as well, so we have all the productions from the expansion on this, except for the roller coaster. I haven't forgot about the roller coaster. I haven't had time for that. And this is probably going to end up turning into a farming sim live stream series for that, because I do want to do it, but getting the time to do it is definitely been an issue. We played a little bit of the Railroads Online the other day, and I really needed a break from Farm Sim and all the oddities to go with that. So, I try to do as much as I can, but I spent most of the day today working on the 50/20, and it's technically a day off, and I get a little bit burned out every once in a bit, if we're going to be completely honest. So just having something else to play every once in a bit is a-okay with me. Also, I've had to take care of my little guy. I was gone for so long. I missed my little man. It feels like I come back and then I left again. So Kuma is just getting all of the treats that he's allowed. But we did learn one thing, is I don't want to give him anything with sugar, so we won't be doing that any longer either. So Furrow is basically out at this point. He can't have any of that. He can't have the Marshall Ferris treats. So I really need to find kind of protein-based treat to give him, and I think that would be pretty kosher. So those who have signed up for the Patreon, that's what you're paying for, is his treats. So we're going to find some, and we're going to get it for him. Oh yeah, I would like to get the solar farm a little bit bigger too. So that needs to be a point of contention as well. And I didn't see anything good for sale that we can like really, you know, try for. I didn't see anything really. No, there's nothing. Now, we've never really pulled any corn out of here. So, I mean, we did, but not before the expansion. This is the first field expansion, I guess. So that needs to be taken in account to what we're doing. Hopefully it's enough between these 3 fields to really get us a head start. The dryer is going to take some time to really get everything dried through. So basically we're going to have a bin of wet corn feeding into the dryer, and then the dryer is going to pop out the dry corn, and we do lose a little bit of weight, but the price goes up. So it's just a nice little thing. I may look at adding in propane into that. The dry corn add-on does have propane as well. The main reason for not just using the items that come with it, they're just too big. Especially for what I wanted to do. I wanted to have, you know, different bins, and of course I wanted to make it hard on myself because that's the kind of person that I am. Okay, we're coming up on the last couple passes here. After I get done here, we're going to have to go sell some stuff to make some money. I'm out of money. I can't even hire anybody to work for me right now. So basically, we got to go sell everything that we have stocked up. And this is done. Don't really need to fold it up. Don't fold it up. Okay, we need the Ural. Yeah, okay, it's already hooked up, so we need the Ural and the trailer. Okay. Oh. These aren't worth selling until next month. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. So we're going to do something that we have not done in a very, very long time. We're going to cut some grass with the farm maul because I'm that broke. We need to make a little bit of spending money so we can get a worker and at least some seeds, because we're not going to be able to plant everything on 1,000 liters of seeds. And, you know, we own a ton of land now, so we're just going to make some, I guess, some grass bales. I think that's probably our best bet. So, if I were to start here, God, I haven't done this in so long. Look at that. Look at it go. There we go. And we'll do the fast baler with this. That way I can just poop them out and get them loaded up on the truck real quick. The Heston baler is mainly for the big jobs. I just need a few grand to get me ahead. So I'm not out here going to be pumping out huge amounts of bales, but I do want to get enough bales to be able to make a little bit of spending money. Like I said, we need some seeds. So this is kind of where we're at. The bad thing is this kind of puts a damper on my plants. We also have a major problem incoming, probably within the next day. I need to buy a way to haul pigs and get them sold. We have 100 and something of them, and they're full of poop. Like their pen is like within 4% of being completely full, and that is a slightly terrifying prospect. So we need to absolutely get some kind of tank. We won't be able to do umbilical yet, but you know, we're going to start with tanks. We've only got 40 some odd thousand liters. We don't have a dairy yet. We don't have a lot of hog barns. Maybe when I get into like a modern hog pen, we'll be able to do a little bit. And the plan going forward is honestly, when we're done with like animals being like where they are, like the hog pen is not going to be permanently right beside my house. We'll turn these into storage sheds. The hog pen does have the ability to open up the gates, and you can drive in and out of it. So it'd be a good little place to put, you know, some smaller items. Nothing huge. But that is my current plan there. So that is what we're gonna go with. I was kind of a donkey, and already did my fields, so they're not ready to cut yet, but the land in between is. So we're going for that in between the grass field ditch hay. That's how we're rocking today.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging on myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind.
Well, we got about double what I thought we were going to get, so I'm glad I actually used the big baler. Plus, I wanted to do a little bit more testing on the 5020. It seems to handle that alright. It's losing a little bit of speed, but I was able to change the XML around just a little bit and make sure that the tractor is only two-wheel drive instead of being four-wheel drive. That's why I wanted to get up that hill a bit. I wanted to see if it was going to spin, and it did spin, which is good. But bad. But good. Good for you guys. Now let's see what we get. Hopefully a little bit of cash, or at least not negative now. Not too bad of a haul there. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We're 7,000 ahead, so I can get some seed and get the planter refilled, and we can take care of a couple other things. Okay, I messed this up the last time. Let's see if I can get this right. I think I have to be unattached. Cannot buy. That's interesting. I thought I could buy with this. Like, that actually causes some problems. I don't know why this won't trigger. I don't know if I'm like too high. Maybe I'm not far enough forward. Does this work? No. Okay, let's try this. No, it does not work. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My money's going down. Why is my money going down? Get me out of here. Stop taking my money. It took $1,000. Okay. So I guess it's just more of the same here. Is I'm going to have to do a couple rounds, and then we're going to go up and down, and that'll get this field planted. But that runs me out of time for the day and any kind of interesting content, really. I guess I'm going to go ahead and plant these 2 fields. I'll get that done. I don't have very much money left. Tomorrow we will be selling things, hopefully, and making a little bit of spare cash, because I need a way to transport pigs. If I transport pigs, I think I could pay for that trailer for transporting the pigs, just off of me transporting them. So whatever we spend there, I'm hoping that that money goes right back to us, because we have 100 to sell. Then I need to put money into a head, because I don't have any other products coming in. So hopefully the money that we spend on the animal trailer will pay for the animal trailer itself, and then we can put that money into a harvester head, and then the rest of the money needs to go into a manure spreader. There is a Venahoose on there, which would be a-okay with me for right now. It's for 25 grand. We really don't have that. So basically this hinges upon whether or not I can sell pigs, which is kind of weird. Didn't see animal transport here at all, so let me just make sure I'm on the right way here. So animal transport is going to be pretty expensive. It's like 80k, 16k for a cheap one. So it's down to how many trips do I want to make, is basically how it's going to have to be. I would like to have a big trailer. That way I can just load them all and kind of get them done and over with. And then we have to worry about buying some more. But that might have to wait until after harvest is done. It's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a pretty... like, I'm not even kidding. It's going to be a pretty rough harvest here. We haven't been this broke in a long time. I've spent money on projects I really didn't need to spend money on, and our upkeep is more than what our intake is from the solar farm. So that needs to be expanded the next time too. I'd really like to get that done. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on right now, and that's kind of scary. Okay, so I'm going to get these planted, and we're going to probably do canola in the rest of the fields. I know that's only 2 crops, but we only have 3 bins, and again, wet corn, all that fun stuff. I doubt we'll be able to do dry corn on this run, but this is kind of just a proof of concept on how this is all going to work. So, oh, I'm pulling my hair out, like literally. How are we going to do this? Canola would be the biggest bang for the buck. That should start going up again in October and November. Hopefully there's a little bit of a spike later, but it takes like 6 days to grow, or 6 months, so we should be pretty far into it. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So we're going to hedge our bets. We're going to plant corn and canola. That way we get a couple really big chunky harvests in, and we're just going to have to wing it, really. I don't have any other real sources of income coming in right now. I mean, there's always grass to cut. I need to cut some grass for the... oh, how are the sheep doing? How are the sheep doing? The sheep have 700 food left. So we'll have to get them fed as well. That's kind of, oh man, it's all coming at one time here. This is what happens when I don't pay attention to exactly what I'm doing all the time. It's going to be an interesting few episodes being this broke, because just the fuel to run the farm is going to be hard to come by. All the seeds and everything are going to be hard. If we get the manure spreader, that's at least a little bit of free nitrogen value. So that's something, but it's not too awful lot. I was really hoping to get a big haul, but money's really not there right now. So we're just going to have to see where things go. Hopefully selling all that sunflower oil tomorrow is a good chunk of change. I have basically 6,000 liters or so. So let's say on the safe side we have 6,000. We sell for 4 each. Oh, that's not even enough to get. We'll have to get the cheap trailer. If we get the cheap trailer, the pigs will pay for the cheap trailer. Right? Yeah. Ooh. It's going to be pretty rough, guys. It's going to be pretty rough. But that is a problem for future me. And hopefully future me is smarter than present me. But that's where I'm going to have to end that for today. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's little mess around video. I know I got a lot of other things going on right now. But hopefully you did find some enjoyment in it. If you did, please let me know. If you didn't, please leave a comment like why you didn't. That way I can try to fix it. And we will go from there. So thanks everybody again. Bye for now.